It's Sunday, November 11th, and I've got a bit of an unboxing review video for you, hopefully. You're looking at a new GoPro. This is the Hero 3 HD. This is the black edition. And we'll compare it in another video with the original GoPro. But anyway, I got this today at a Best Buy. I went to GoPro's site. They said it was going to be released later this month. I went to my local Best Buy, which is like pretty close, and they said, oh, we're not releasing until next week, so you won't be able to buy it anywhere. So then I got to looking on my iPhone. I got a little Best Buy app on there, and it said another Best Buy, like 20 miles away, had them in stock. Went there, they couldn't find it. Finally, they found the only one they had on the truck, hadn't been unloaded yet. They got it for me, and here we are. But I've seen other videos on YouTube where people have gotten them, 2-3 weeks ago from Best Buy. But from what I heard from a couple Best Buys, they aren't supposed to be released yet, so yay me. We're going to go ahead and try to open this up here and go through what's included and all that. I don't remember exactly how these, I think you open up the bottom first. I know my other one was a little quirky. Yeah, it's like taped on the sides. Okay. Go ahead and open this. My first GoPro, I remember it was taped in all kinds of funky places too, so let's see if we've got that. There we go. So here we are. First we'll go over what's included, and then we'll have another part of the same video where we'll show you how to work it, hopefully. So open up the bottom. Now we've just got all the guts of the box here. So this one doesn't really come with a suction cup mount or anything like that. You get two different, hopefully we can zoom in on that. Two different mounts. You get the curved and the flat. Get those. Of course you get one of the other mounts for it. There's your battery. A lot different than, I think it's a lot different than the old one. Looks like you've got I don't know what that is. I suppose that's charging. We'll have to look at the instructions. No, that's probably your charging. That's your USB. Some sort of ring. I think that's a key ring from the remote. Back cover. This is the vented back cover. Less than 100 mile an hour. Here's the actual base for the mount. And then you get two GoPro stickers. This is probably... we'll have to look at the instructions. I'm not even going to pretend. I assume, I don't know, we'll have to look. So we'll go ahead and take the GoPro out here. See if we can get this from the bottom. And we'll have to cut the top off. These things are packaged so funky. And there's probably a better way to do that, but there we go. And hopefully we got some instructions for it. I haven't seen them yet. May have to get them online. Yeah, there we go. Here's the instructions right under there. Oh, okay, that cord I can see now is for the remote, the Wi-Fi. There's the instructions. I'm looking at the bottom of the Wi-Fi there. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and take this off this mount, and then we'll be back and I'll show you some more close-ups of the camera, and we'll go over the features and how to work it. Stay tuned. Okay, we've got the GoPro here. You can see it is smaller. It's definitely lighter, and we'll go over that in detail in a little bit. One thing I want to do before I want to actually charge the battery, and it says here, before using your Hero 3D or 3 camera, product updates required. So we'll go ahead and charge it, plug it in with the USB, go from there. One thing we'll touch on now is the casing. It is definitely a different case in the front, obviously. The back, I'm not sure. One nice feature that I've never had a problem with, but it is a nice feature, is the new one. It actually locks down this little slider of the case, so you can't open it unless you slide that, and we'll poke something in there to open it up. You open it up. The old one did not have any kind of lock on it, so that is a nice little addition. Like I said, we'll check on the back case. The reason why I want to know if the back case works is from my old, this is a regular HD, the Hero HD, not the 2, but just the Hero. I've got the LCD backpack that I use for that, so I'd like to use that on the new one if possible. So we'll go ahead and put the battery in. I've already got the case off. It's just got this little slider here. Here's the battery. It's got a little tab on there. It only goes in one way. Well, you put it in backwards, but you can only use it one way. So you go ahead and push the battery in. The case, this is the back case here. Put it down, and there. That's it. And we'll go charge this up, do the update on there, and then we'll go over hopefully how it works. See what we can find out here. What's this over here? Oh, we've got micro SD, so that may be a little bit of a problem for me. I don't have very many micro SD cards. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay, we've got the camera all charged up. Well, charged up enough. This one did not need updating on the GoPro site. Checked it out. One thing I didn't mention, but if you're already looking at a black edition, you probably would already have looked all this up, are some of the features it has. So, obviously, let's see here, right here, you've got built-in Wi-Fi, you've got the 12 megapixel camera, ultra-wide angle lens, it's got a micro HDMI port, micro SD card, which I'm not a big fan of, USB port, same, and then you've got your port for optional accessories there. So, and then as far as this over here, this gives you the actual resolutions. You can look at that, pause it if you'd like. Gives you everything right there. So, and that's really it as far as specs. I'm not really going to go in that a whole lot. And then in the front, it just basically repeats itself. 1440. And then all that jazz. Built-in Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi remote, GoPro app compatible, blah, blah, blah. And it's got low light performance, pro low light performance. So we'll go ahead and go over some of the features of the camera here itself. At the top here, you've got a status indicator. See if we can get that to focus in there. Then you've got your shutter button here. You've got your LCD indicator, your power button / mode button. At the top here, you've got Wi-Fi. The bottom, that is the mode. That's the Wi-Fi indicator. This is the mode indicator. On the side here, you've got your Wi-Fi button. Over here, you've got this little panel that comes off. And there's where your micro SD, your USB, and your mini HDMI. That's where those are. In the back, you've got this for your optional accessories. So if you want to do the LCD backpack, whatnot. And then, of course, your battery. Nearly nothing on the bottom. This is another status indicator. That might be as well. I know that is. Not sure. So that's really it. Not a whole lot has changed on the actual camera itself as far as a lot more buttons. But there's a lot changed as far as the instructions. First of all, the instructions don't come with it. Those pieces of paper were just, you know, pretty much just labeling, that kind of thing. So, but the old, if you have this, the old, like the Hero HD, this is an HD, it's just the first version. This one had, all the instructions were on one page, literally. That was it. This one has 34 pages of instructions. So some of those instructions are pretty stupid. A couple pages, probably like 4 pages are like GoPro logos, what have you. And probably another 4 pages are how to put the mount and, you know, the camera mount into an actual mount, which if you've already got one, you already know. But a lot of the instructions focus on the actual operation. And we're not going to go through all of them. For the Wi-Fi, we're not going to go through all that. But we'll go through some of it, but not all of it. This is the Wi-Fi remote here. That ring, that's actually just for this little lanyard. And you can see this actually comes out. It's got a little quick disconnect. So if you want to wear this on a keychain, what have you, you do have to sync it to the camera. I haven't done any of that yet. So what I wanted to do was kind of go through some of the features, which these are kind of similar to the other camera. So the first thing you want to do is turn it on. Very similar to the last one, or the first one even. So you've got right there, we're in 1440 mode. That is videotaping. If you go to the next mode, that's your camera. Next mode, that's your multiple shot. This is a timed shot. This is your settings. And then we're back to the camera. So if you go to the settings, go there, you hit the shutter button. Now that tells you what mode you're in for your video, and you could change it, go up and down, go to exit, hit the shutter, exit, hit the mode again. That's your camera settings, the shutter button. You can go to 7 megapixel, 5, so on. So keep that the same. Hit it again. You've got your single shot. We're not going to go through that. Your multiple shot, your time shot, and then your capture settings. So if you want the camera to be up or down, I believe that's what we are. Up or upside down. So right side up or upside down. Do that there. What's that? That is the, don't know, we'll have to look. So, and then just all the settings, a little easier to read on this one, but and then you hit exit. So then you go to another mode that's setup, so go there. Default, you've got button on or off. If you're going into ESC or PAL. Volume. So a lot of it is repetitive. This is your wireless controls, so you can turn them on or off. We're just going to exit because you can actually turn them on and off from right here. I believe that's the same control. Let's see here. Yeah, same thing. So we'll just exit out of that, and then we exit out of the whole thing. Then we could delete photos, and we don't really need to delete anything. Next mode, exit. So there we're back. So that's really it. A lot is very similar, like I said, with this, but a lot easier to read. So we'll go back to the video capture. Like the old one, you remember you did like R4, R3, so on and so forth. So with this one, we'll go to the setup. Oops, skipped right over it. Hit it. So you've got, didn't do it fast enough there. Should have stayed on the first one. Okay, so you've got 1440 by wide, and then you can change it. I don't think I'm changing. Yeah, there we go. Through 1080, 860, 720, VGA. So we'll leave it on that. So instead of dealing with that R4, R5 settings, you've got actual settings you can read on the display there. So that makes it nice. So we'll go ahead and get out of that. Exit. Okay, turn our Wi-Fi on, hold that down. See that's flashing. So that tells us that our Wi-Fi is on. Now I don't think it's, yeah, we got to sync it to this. Now you see this is actually flashing. And this one actually needs charged. Battery low. We'll turn that back off. And what you can do is you can change your modes and everything from this. And we'll get into that a lot more in another video. I just wanted to show you the unboxing and the basic operation of it. So to one of these papers that it does come with, rip it, is the syncing of the remote, which we'll have to find. Oh, here it is back here. So, this is the Hero 3 with the Wi-Fi remote. So you power on, which we've got it powered on. We'll cycle through to the tool. So let's go, or the wrench rather. And then we go to settings here. So let's, hopefully that's not too blurry for you. There. Okay, so we have to, oops, didn't mean to do that. So we gotta go to Wi-Fi RC. Oh, there we are. So there. Go there. We go current. We go new connection. Now should be ready to connect. And here it says confirm. So we hit yes. Looks like they're syncing to each other. See what happens. Okay, looks like it's paired now. But this battery, okay, so now you can see everything that's on here. So we go to mode. So we do the camera mode. So this will be basically your shutter button, and this is your power and your mode button. So we got the tool. See, the tool came up there. Everything that I'm doing on the remote is coming up on the camera. So that was easy enough. And let's see if we can we'll hold the power down. Yep, we can turn the camera off with this remote. So that is really, really cool. Here are the instructions printed out. Just go to GoPro's site. Next, we'll see if this backpack works real quick. And then that kind of conclude this until I learn this camera a little better. We are still on Sunday. I mean, I literally just unboxed this 5 minutes ago. So go ahead and turn it on. It does work. So that is good. Now the next thing I'll have to do is see if that the actual back fits on that. See, with the LCD backpack, you actually have, and that's going to look kind of cruddy through this camera because we're looking through a camera with the camera, but you actually have all your information right there, and even shows your little Wi-Fi. Doesn't match, but I'm not going to buy a new one just because of that. Now if we do look, the new one with the LCD backpack is just a little bit larger than the old one without the backpack. So you can imagine how big this thing is with the backpack. Go ahead and turn it off. Now one nice thing is I noticed is if I work the camera independently from this doesn't automatically turn on. So that is a nice feature. Again, this is not a real in-depth review yet. I'll have to play with it for a couple days and see what what all I think about it and how everything works. Now to charge this, I'm just looking, you do have to take the lanyard out. It's right there. And then this goes in right here. Now we're ready to charge that with the computer. Pretty nifty. Go ahead and take this backpack back off of here. Take it off the wrong way. There we go. And we'll go ahead and charge this up. We'll probably use it, turn that Wi-Fi off for now. Don't kill the battery. You just hold it down until it stops flashing. That turns it off. Probably use it this week, maybe on the little DT80 and see how it looks. And then I'll do a side-by-side comparison with just the regular. I don't have a 2, but just the HD. This is again the Hero HD. It's not a plain Hero, but the first HD version. We'll see how it does. This was a little chewed up, but anyway, we'll see how it does compared to that one. Side-by-side filming. See the side-by-side difference in size quite a bit there. So I've rambled on long enough. Well, again, just a basic overview. What's included? Not a whole lot. You got the, this is awesome. So that's one thing you get. Get one of the mounts, the bases, 2 of the curved and a flat helmet mount or whatever you're going to mount it to. You got the waterproof back that's on there. That's also the 100 mile plus. And you get the non-waterproof back. Charger for the camera, charger for the remote. Virtually no instructions. There's no SD card, so you will need a micro SD. The old one takes a standard SD. This one takes a micro. That's one of the things I missed. I didn't realize it took micro. It wouldn't have swayed my decision any. I still would have got it because this one's seen better days. But I would have bought a class 10. You know, this is a 2 gig that I found laying in the house. Pretty much I used in one of my old BlackBerries. It's just a 2 gig standard card right here. It's not a class 10 or anything like that. It's a class 4. Well, this is actually a 4 gig, but anyway, it's a class 4. And I want to get a nice 16 gig or 32 gig class 10. It will support up to a 64 gig micro SD card. So if you could find one of those, I would suggest getting that. My local store doesn't carry a 64 gig. So anyway, that'll wrap it up. If you have any questions or comments, post those below. If you guys have this yet, let me know how you like it. I'm not going to use it yet. I'm just going to charge it up and then read the manual a little bit more, have some fun with it. But anyway, post any of that below. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. And also, I'll put a link to my first GoPro video as far as the functions of this one in the description, or actually in the video at the top. It'll say, you know, click here for GoPro HD. So that way you can see all the features of this one. If you're thinking about getting a 2, which this is not a 2, but I'm pretty sure everything on it's about the same. So anyway, that'll do it. Thanks for watching.